Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. I am your host, Parajusho. And, again, thank you everyone for joining. This is your first time. This will be everyone's first time. Yes. So, let's just switch over to the main screen over here. Yeah. Uh, Welcome to the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. I am your host, Parajusho, and this is Shin Megami Tensei slash Persona themed gaming podcast. We're gonna be talking about whatever news, events, reaction, whatever sorts of events happening around Persona SMT. We're not going to be mainly talking about, well, that's going to be the main focus, but we can also talk about, other gaming stuff and whatnot here. Because, hey, things can get boring and some things might not happen, within the time frame. So, this podcast is a bi-monthly podcast, so there will be new episodes of this podcast basically 2 times a month. For basically the first Thursday of the month and the third Thursday of the month. That will be released publicly, and on Patreon it will be released on the Wednesday with free ad free in video podcast. So if you guys do want to support your boy, please head over to patreon.com/cave podcast. It'll be linked down in the description below. And yeah, so let's just get introductions out of the way. So of course I am Parajusho. I've been a fan of basically the franchise for many years. So I would say like my first, introduction to the series would probably have to be, well, the first game that I played. I think it was either Persona 3 Portable on the PSP or uh Double Survivor 2 on the DS. Whichever one that came out first, I think I played that one first. Well, it would have to depend because I didn't get PSP, initially. I think I got PSP like 2012 or so. I know like the Vita was out at that point, but because like the Vita was out at that point, I believe, and I got a PSP with not Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, so it was still Birth by Sleep came out 2010, so I think probably 2011 2012 is when I got Persona 3 Portable. But let me suggest Devil Survivors 2 release it, because that could be a real point of, yeah, that came out in 2011, so I think I probably did play Devil Survivor 2 first, and then I got in P3P. So that is one of those two games where my start of the whole SMT universe kind of thing. So that's my basically beginning. But then after that, I've been playing all the games and try to go back and play previous games. So the games I've played so far: so The Survivor 2, P3P, Persona 4, Persona 4 Golden, 5 Royal Strikers. Let me just dancing. Well, P4 dancing, P3 dancing, P5 dancing. I've sort of played PQ, haven't beaten it. I have PQ2. I have ST4 for Apocalypse 5. Nocturne Redux. Well, Nocturne HD Remastered. My bad. Let me just see. Strange Journey Redux. That's what I was thinking of. I have that. I have beaten it. Just looking back here. Oh yeah, Persona 4 Arena and Ultimax. There's that. Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. I beaten that. I have both Raito Kuzunoa games. Uh, yeah, and I also obviously have Persona 1, 2, Innocence and Eternal Punishment, and there's a whole bunch of games I have it, but I have beaten it, or I have played it, but not beaten it. It's just a whole wild, a whole difficulty. Just like, oh yeah, I have all the games, but I don't have time to play them all. But like I have been. Before I even gotten most of these games, I've been watching Let's Plays of them, or just like reading up on the wikis, because most of the time, before I even had those systems, I was just like watching them or just like reading up on them, just so I like, oh, okay, so this is what happens in these games. So, yeah, I try to have like knowledge before I even actually play them. So it's just just having that bit of knowledge, because if I don't have the system, I might as well look them up. Yeah, just so I've basically been a fan for more than I guess 10 years, but I guess like the first, like thing I saw of, Persona series, I think would have been Persona 4, and I seen like a let's play of that by a user by KZ Excellent. He did a let's play on that, and I think that's like my first, full on, experience with Persona 4. So Persona 4 and the series like that. So yeah. So I guess I've been a little bit longer than that, so more than 10 years of being a fan of the Persona series. So yeah, but if I would have to say like my favorite game out of the whole Megami Tensei, line, well, for SMT, well, quote unquote SMT, separating from Persona, like Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker is like one of my favorite. Like I absolutely love, the added voice work to the game, and like it was like one of that game where it's just like I don't want to beat this game because it means so much to me. I love the characters, I love the gameplay of the game. So it was just like, oh man, do I really have to beat this? Like I put in like I think hundreds of hours into that game itself. Like it's a mini like Persona game, but it's still as long as a Persona game. So it's just like, oh man, I don't want to beat this. I don't want to beat this. So it's just like, I have to. I have to beat it, because like I have to reach that ending. Because I think I didn't beat it until like 2014. No, not like 2017, 2018. Despite me getting it like on a release day, and I've been playing it so much, it's just like I don't want to beat it. So and like the added storyline from Record Breaker, it's just like, oh, this is a great experience. So yeah, I that would have to be my favorite like SMT game. So but well, I do also like SMT4 base. No, Apocalypse is like it, it gets really weird at times compared to like any of the like mainline SMT games, especially with the characters. But I'm not saying that's bad. It's just like I kind of prefer the original 4 over Apocalypse. So there's that. But in terms of Persona games, uh, well, this is like my real like kind of criteria. Just like in terms of like story and characters, it's gonna be Persona 3. In terms, well, story and character development, that goes to 3. Characters itself, I think goes to Persona 4. But in terms of gameplay, Persona 5 has them all beat. Just like, because Persona 5 basically like builds right on top of 3 and 4 and what they've done. So just like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the game that plays better compared to the other two. But like all of them has their pros and cons, so I can't just say, oh, this one game is my all-time favorite game. So yeah, and well, when I mean 3, I think probably Persona 3 Portable, because that's the one, that's the version I beat the most and spent the most time on. Because I think I've beaten like that game at least like 4 times at minimum 4 times. Playing like 3 times like on the male route with the New Game Plus, and then playing it as the female route. So there's that. So yeah, just it's Persona 3 is like, you can basically say it's my favorite game. Just put a little asterisk. So yeah, there's that. And let me just turn on my fan real quick, because it gets a little hot here. Because I'm gonna be talking about Persona stuff all for a while. So yeah. So a little bit more about the podcast itself. There might be some guests coming up all here. So some of them might be some of my friends. Some of them can actually be some people who might have worked on the game itself. So please stay tuned to the channel, and subscribe on to like whatever podcast station this is on, so you guys know what's going on. And on my Patreon for the Cathedral Violet podcast, there'll be some exclusive posts relating to some of the special guests. So if you guys do want to know what that's all about, please check it out. And it's as little as $3 a month if you guys want to be part of the Patreon. So please, if you can, support your boy. That'd be really great. Fix this spam towards me, because it wasn't even facing me. So let us let's talk about what way I've been playing recently. So recently I've been trying to play Like a Dragon Ishin. It's a fairly good game. I do like it, but it is a bit clunky at times. I will have to admit, because it's a graphical remake of the PS3 PS4 version that was Japan exclusive. I'm liking it. I do like how it all looks. The story is pretty good. I'm a fan of like just seeing characters from basically like previous Yakuza games or Like a Dragon games, and just seeing them in these kind of situation. It's just that I haven't played all the Yakuza games, so I've seen some of them. Some of them look familiar. Some of them, like, I have absolutely no idea where you're from. Like, literally, this character's from Yakuza, I believe Yakuza Like a Dragon, 0, 1. I think it's just like basically all the series. And I believe when I was reading up before the game releases that some of the character models change, so it can include newer characters from the series, because I know that I believe like 2 characters, well, no, three at least from the top of my head, were at least from, I believe, 6 and Yakuza Like a Dragon. So yeah, they replaced some character models there. So that is, I don't know why they did that, but I'm guessing just like so it could be a bit more relevant to the current series of games. So it's probably that. But hey, if I'm wrong, please tell me. If you're watching on YouTube, tell me in the comment section down below. This episode of the Cathedral Violet podcast is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a clean energy drink that's made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. There's also no filters or artificial dyes. Dubby contains vitamins like B3, B6, C, amino acids, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Dubby allows you to have faster reaction times paired with laser sharp focus. They have a variety of tubs, shakers, accessories to choose from. If you want to start winning more, they made this for you. Go to the first link in the description below and use code PowerJ at checkout to save 10% on your order. That's PowerJ at checkout to save 10% on your order. Thank you for Dubby for sponsoring this episode. Now back to the show. So yeah, let us get into the news segment of of this podcast. So let us just switch on over to this right here. So we're gonna be looking at some of the news coverage from Persona Central. I'll leave links to Persona Central down in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. So please support Persona Central and what they do. So the news that we're gonna be covering is basically gonna be covering from like the past 2 weeks or so, because of course it's a bi-monthly podcast. I'm not there's gonna be some exceptions to the rules, like if like E3 for example, what would have been E3 was happening, and it just happened to be happening on a week that isn't a podcast week. That's gonna be like they announced like at some Games Fest Persona 6 or something like that, and it's like in between the weeks there will be basically a 0.5 episode, just like, okay, here's an emergency podcast where we're gonna be covering this mainly like this one specific topic, and that's mainly gonna be it. So because that's something major that's happening, so want to cover that as soon as possible. So yeah, so the first topic that we're gonna be covering is the Persona 5 Phantom X interview with Persona series creative director and concept art. So going down here, so the mobile game Persona 5 The Phantom X was recently announced as an RPG based on Persona 5 developed in collaboration between Sega Atlas and the Chinese gaming company Perfect World Games. With the upcoming closed beta test on March 29th, Perfect World Games has conducted an interview with Atlas Kazuhisa Wada, the producer and creative director behind the Persona team. And that's gotta be really awkward, just having just like, oh hi, I'm here, I'm a gotta go to sleep. So on the Persona series support, Water begins the interview by thanking Chinese fans of Persona 5. He says that the reason Persona series, including P5, has been able to last 25 years is thanks to the support and love of the players. So on the development side, Wada's main role on the development of Persona 5 The Phantom X was its overall direction and supervising its core content. He also supervised the animation and art design. He mentions that this is the first spin-off of the Persona 5 series that has been developed by an overseas team, so there were inevitable difficulties when it came to language and creative tendencies during the production process. Despite the complications that arose during development and supervision, Wada asserts that Perfect World Games have been hard at work to generally respond to the supervision criticisms and necessary modifications during production. They've been patient in communicating every detail and with the supervision staffs of P Studio to ensure that the final product would reflect both game studios' desires to make. So yeah, Alice is like kind of known to like just like, well, let's kind of keep everything in house. So like the last thing I remember of like something similar to like having Alice kind of doing like having outsourcing games was Persona 4 Dancing All Night, where that game was initially developed, I believe, by Krypton, I believe, like the main developers behind Persona 4, the Project Diva games. But then I was just like, yeah, no, well, we're gonna do this in-house. So that is an interesting thing that they're doing. Just like, yeah, we're outsourcing this game to have due to Chinese developers, so they can have a taste of Persona 5. So that is pretty interesting. So on P5X's main character design, Wada states that his favorite character in P5X would be the game's protagonist, designed by character designer Shigenori Sojima. Wada believes that P5X protagonist preserves the consistent high quality of the protagonist throughout the Persona series, and that there's a distinct contrast between his ornate clothes and his fan thieves outfit, which fits the world's view and its themes. One hopes that the players will witness the protagonist's growth in the game. Protagonist persona, Janoseek? I'm not really sure like how you were like a pronounced name, but I think it's Janoseek. Was also designed by Sojima, and Wada says that he really likes the unique weapons. In terms of art, Janoseek subtly incorporates the characteristics of Sojima's art archetypal. I think it's archetypal, or I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but characters, and is very consistent with the protagonist's art design. Wada hopes players like it. Yeah, like the character design is pretty cool, but like I posted this on like the Persona like Reddit. Oh, what the heck? Okay, someone came from the tab. I'm just gonna make sure to mute whatever tab is open. Just making sure no audio, cause God, that was a little scary. But yeah, like I was saying, I went to like Persona 5, right? I was like, with the main protagonist and the two other protagonists the other characters designed at the time, when they were just all revealed, kind of looks like they were themed after sea creatures. Not gonna lie, because with Janoseek and the two others, it kind of looks like Janoseek right here, like the hat or some sort, kind of looks like a whale. Not gonna lie, like with if you look, and with the Bell Room being like an underwater aquarium, and that whale being like the major thing there, I was thinking like, oh, the hat is like, if you're looking like underneath a whale, like looking up, like that's like the bottom of a whale, of the whale's mouth. So that was why I was like thinking, and with I think the name of the girl, her name is Wonder, I believe. I don't remember, but the yellow girl who kind of looks like a Kill Bill with the mixed with not Jet Li, dang, I forgot his name, but like kind of looks like a shark, but with cattle. He just looks like an armored like SD Gundam, which I was thinking like, I feel like there's like there's like a fish that kind of resemble like has scales that looks like armor or something like that. I just don't know. But continuing on P5X's music and original songs featuring vocalist Lin. So Lin is making a comeback to this. Music has always been one of the Persona series highlights, so as a new game in the P5 IP, P5X will also bring a large number of original music tracks. Wada states that P5X's original songs follow P5's music style, while also incorporating elements from pop and rock music. The lead singer for P5, Lin, will also feature in these performances. And I'm guessing like the music came from this little video interview, I guess. So it's from Billy, so that's like China's version of YouTube. But if you're watching the video version, you can see we got some concept art of the protagonist here, and there's his a Phantom Thieves outfit, and Janoseek. Yeah, just like me personally, I see like the bottom here is like a whale, like the bottom of a whale's mouth. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Like that's my vibe of it. Like this is a captain with the like the hat of a whale's mouth. But again, like, okay, well, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this. So that is one article. So the next one we're gonna be looking at is the reveals of supporting characters in Persona 2 producer development comment. So I have not read. I've seen like images, but I have not read like anything on this. So we have our first look at the next other characters. We've got Yuki, Seiji, and Mont. Okay. And one I believe Yuki is the one character that was initially from the Codename X trailer. So hey, she continues to stay here. All right, so the following the announcement of the main characters, Perfect World Games have revealed the new companions who will be featured in the mobile games P5, the Fame X, known as TAs. These are notable people who are known to the public and who fight along the party with the new power of Persona 2. Okay, I was reading like the titles like Persona 2, like well, what does that mean? Like, are we talking about like actual Persona 2 or what? But it's a new power of Persona 2. The new characters in their respective personas are Seiji Shiratori, codename Seiji. Oh, okay. With Lucathea, which is a sea goddess. Kotone Motogane, codename Mont, with Tervice Core, Tersefkori, goddess of dance and chorus, and Yukimi Fujikawa, codename Yuki, with Styx, personification of hatred and the goddess of oath. Not gonna lie, these are horrible codenames. I'm not gonna lie. Just like you're literally using your names as your code names. Like who wouldn't like figure it out? Just like, Seiji, isn't that don't we know a Seiji? Like nah, that can't be him. Like that's kind of a dumb thing to do. Just like it has to be more original. At least we have Ren Amami or Akira Kurusu as Joker, Morgana, Mona. That's kind of a stretch, but On Panther, Ryuji, Skull. They at least have creative nicknames, creative code names for them, but for these guys, yeah, it's not really that good. But I kind of see the whole like sea thing still kind of continuing on, like we got the sea goddess. If we can just do a quick Google search on her. Hopefully, just yep, sea goddess. So there's that. So the goddess of dance and chorus. I'm not really sure about her. So gay Greek religion, lyric poetry and dancing. So never really heard of her. But hey, like a whole bunch of like Persona people who play them, just like, well, I never heard of Orpheus before. I mean, people might have heard of Hermes, but like a lot of other goddesses, in Persona, like they might have not heard before. And then Styx, now just remind me of like the river Styx. You could do mythology. Yeah. Six Forms is a river that is bounding. Okay. Six, cause yeah, it's still all like, well, at least with Seiji and Yukimi's personas are related to like at least water related, but don't know don't know if others is like still part of like this whole like water sea theme. So there is Seiji if we're watching on the YouTube one. Then we have Mont, and we have Yuki. I wish we can get a closer look. Okay, so now we have the Persona 2s, which why is it called Persona 2s? That is what I'm a bit confused on. So this is Leucothea, and then we have which ones? Terpsichore. Hopefully, if this gets an English translation, we can know what it is. But she looks pretty good. I'm getting a little bit of Yoshizawa's persona vibe here, like Cinderella a little bit here, like especially with like the dress going on here. But it looks good. And then this is Styx, yeah, like river Styx. But it looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like a combination of like a microphone and a hammer. Okay. The announcement comes along the end of the applications for closed beta test that will take place on March 29th. Players qualified for the test will receive a message on March 28th. Closed beta test will last from the 29th to the 31st of March and will be available for only Android platforms, while the game will also be released on iOS. And some comments from the producer. So it says here, dear players, hello everyone. I'm the producer of this game, Old V. Okay, and a big fan of Atlas. I'm glad I'm able to present myself and introduce you to Persona 5 The Phantom X. Okay, P5X, and a new mobile game based on the Persona 5 IP. At the beginning of the project, when I learned that I was going to make a game based on the P5 IP, I was full of excitement, expectations, and pressure. I myself am a big fan of the original P5 series, so I knew its significance and value. With it being considered a masterpiece to everyone, it would be a huge challenge to make a worthy spin-off. Fortunately, Alice and Sega gave our team great support and help, and the original P5 development team not only supervised our output so it could meet the P5 standard, but they also deeply participated in the creation of character story. Oh, let me just character story and music. P5X has a new plot setting, and you will see various familiar elements and characters. I believe that the appearance of these old elements with new and hand in hand will allow everyone to fully feel our passion and respect for this IP. Additionally, P5X was created with the hope of bringing in more players to experience P5's charm through the mobile platform. Whether on the bus, the subway, or at home on the couch, you can dive into the other world anytime, anywhere, and embark on a journey of reforming. I would like to thank Alice and Sega for the trust, support, and assistance during the development process. The in-depth communication and development allowed us to make full use of our respective strengths to create this game together. I would also like to thank our team for their hard work over the past few years, and in the end, I hope we can deliver a satisfying game to our players. The first reveal and sneak tests are just the beginning, and there are still many designs and details to polish and optimize. We sincerely welcome all valuable feedbacks and comments from everyone so that we can keep improving and optimizing. Your support and encouragement is our motivation to continue. Thank you. So yeah, so I can kind of feel that, you know, he does want this game to be good. Like I do sense that from like his little letter there, and I'm liking like how the characters are looking. Haven't heard much about the beta test itself, but I'm guessing we're gonna, as we continue on with the articles here, we're gonna be learning. I think one of them even has feedback from the Persona X beta test, so we're gonna be learning that a bit soon. So yeah, I do want to know more about like the Persona 2s. Why is it called Persona 2s? Or it's just saying, oh, the announcements of the Persona 2s. And what does the TA means? Like just like thieves assistants, you know? Because it's just like the TAs are notable people who are known to the public. So these these people, like these three here, are actual people who are famous, and just like I'm guessing it's like kind of like Lupin, who is like known to the public, and like he's a known thief, and is just like, hey, I'm just gonna steal all this stuff. You guys already know who I am, and yeah, we're good. So I'm guessing it's similar to that. I'm guessing like because of our first three characters, they're not known. They're still unknown to the public. That's why they have their own code names. But like I'm guessing these are actual like popular figures that people are known for. But who they are, we don't know yet. So whenever we get more information about the characters, we'll know. But give me the Persona 2s. Like I need the information about like why is it this term Persona 2s? Because like if they're oh man, they should make Persona 2. If Persona 1 is so successful, why make Persona 2? But yeah, I'm guessing we're gonna learn a bit more about that. So let's continue on with the next article. Okay, so Persona 5, the Phantom X character art, image gallery, new music, and title screen. Okay, so Persona 5, the Phantom X mobile game, so it's had its first closed beta, with the P5X application available to install today. Several assets and information from the game has been data mined and uncovered. Below is a compilation of several notable assets so far. So we got the tile screen here. Features the silhouettes of Phantom Thieves and theme song Phantom from the original P5. Okay, we can check this out. And again, if you're on, it's best to watch this on YouTube. So if you guys if you're on any streaming platform, hey, come over to YouTube so you guys can see what's going on here. So let's just see what's going on here. And the video is by Faz. Oh yeah, I muted this, my bad. Okay, wait, let me just go back a little bit. Because I want to take this all in. So there's the cityscape here. And we have our protagonists here. I don't know why that reminded me of a little bit of Spider-Man there. So we have one, two, three, four, five characters here. So three of them, I believe, three of them are from what we saw from the teaser trailer. I don't know about the other two back here. I'm guessing like the sixth one is probably behind our pro tag here. So let me just scroll through here because it's just the menu screen. So yeah, not much, but it is the fam song. It's pretty good. And well, the P5 I guess there was the P5 opening cinematics was there, but it looks like it was taken down. I'm guessing it's by copyright claim, probably by the game studio. So unfortunately we can't watch that. Maybe someone has it and could provide it to us, maybe. And 5 new songs have been uploaded. 3 of them is called Shadow Loop, Last Strike, and Wake Up Your Hero with Lynn. And 2 other songs, Lust and Elite Battle. And again, none of them are available, so we can't take a listen to them. And we have some new artwork. So our protagonist, Wander. It's a boy in the second year at Kokatsu Academy. Following an unexpected event, his persona has awakened, and it's Janosuke. So again, please check out the video. This is where we're going to look at his little artwork here. Okay. Oh, okay. That is an interesting artwork. So, right, it looks like a little tarot card, and with our protagonist Wonder with like his gun facing directly at you with his knife like right underneath there, kind of like to stabilize it a little bit, with his persona right behind him. And this is like his critical impact uh, splashing screen. And then small little icon here. Looks like it's for like lion or something like that. And some others. So and it has some of the other characters. Closer is here. So get some like 3D movies. You know, cleaning up. Some kind of bookkeeper. Cooking, exercise, storekeeper, studying. They're taking relaxing bath, flower keeper. Probably we're working with a nurse, more studying and hanging out with another teammate. Oh, there is the wanted poster. I believe like it's used with the loving up screen, so that's cool. Yeah, this is like a menu in the like in-game menu pause screens like this is like I think similar to like when going to like into the weapons, going to the social link or the confidant page. So this is like that, but it seems like they just like took Joker's position and just replaced his head with a wonder. We got a side profile, got more of his casual outfit. This reminds me of another Joker position. What else? Okay, so I'm covering some mouth and his fan thief outfit. This is most likely his in like battle icon there near his HP and SP. Well, both of these could be it. Don't know which one's gonna be it. That's okay. And then we have Mota Arai, closer, second-year high school girl who attends Kokatsu Academy. The protagonist's classmate who's good at sports, straightforward with a cheerful personality. She's also considered others, widely popular with male and females. She's intuitive more than logically, and her academic performance is average. And she awakens her persona, who is a Wilda or Wilda, whichever. So there's her character. There's her fan thief outfit. Ooh, she looks scary there. Okay, pretty nice. Do like the comic book aesthetic, so you can kind of see a little bit of the dots there. Oh, and there's her like kind of tarot card with her Wilda back there. There's her Cuttin, her persona. More and more images. Aw, she's adorable. Okay, so her character portrait for her fan thief outfit. Probably, you know, for phone icon, like line. And yep. Next we got Luffy, aka Cattle. So it's a protagonist in form of an owl, can speak English, can speak the human language, and transform into a delivery man who has a wealth of knowledge of other worlds, common and reliable in all situations, is a reliable partner, and persona is Rob Roy. Yo, what's up? Calling for a pizza. And there's his tarot card. Again, like I'm getting a fish vibe from this. Like there is, I think there is a fish that kind of has like it has this kind of similar like shade of red, and it has like it's like the scales looks like armor or something like that. Like, but I can't remember. Okay, there's his owl outfit, his cut-in. There's this portrait with this persona, and probably his in-game model. Well, in-game 2D model. Okay, here we have Seiji Shiratori, codename Seiji. Seiji Lil as TA, and his Persona 2 is Lucothea. So I'm guessing maybe like the TAs are like some of the characters that are randomized, maybe perhaps. Don't know. There's his art. Okay, and there's his tarot card with his persona. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. Oh, and his in-game portrait. You have it cut out. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, we have Kotone Montagane. There's her outfit. Okay, not gonna lie, feels like they're kind of using Yoshizawa's portrait a little bit as kind of a base. Not gonna lie, feels like it. Oh, that looks really good. Looks really good. She's just got like a. Would you consider that a saber? I feel like that's like a saber. You know, what kind of gun does she use? I do want to know that. But not gonna like that mask it's not really a good mask because like it's opening. It has you can pretty much tell who it is. I mean, like if you look at, well, let's see Seiji's. I mean, that's better. Like you're exposing more of your eyes with like that kind of mask. Not gonna lie, you can really tell who it is. And her critical cut in. Well, why is this persona here? There's the wrong page. And then we have Yukimi Fujikawa, and the girl that we saw in the very first trailer. Yep, she's pretty cool. Her cut in, her persona. I think we saw everything. That looks really cool. Oh, and we have an unknown thief. Okay. So, an unknown character seems to be, she'll be one of the new playable thieves. Oh. Okay, so she's a star. Okay, this has to be based off of a common writing, because I can see the belt. You can't really see it on the video version, but like just right here, that looks like common writing belt. That's the splat, the cut in. That's a portrait, somewhat. We're skimming like no, we're not there yet. Another known character who is a playable. So these are some assets that people kind of like data mine in the game. And the original Pantheons are also in the game too. So some are recolors, seemingly designer rare versions through each drop. So I'm guessing there's gonna be different versions of the characters that you can unlock. But like this art is really good. Oh, that is nice. Oh, I like that. We have Ryuji. Oh, didn't mean to go back, but okay, that's a cool version. I like that. Okay, so like this design, like it really reminds me of it's either Royal or Striker's version of Ryuji. It looks like that to me. Then we got on here, looking sexy as always. Ooh. And we got her. What's her? Okay, purple, violet. Then that's pretty good. All right, Morgana. Morgana's hopefully not here to tell us to go to sleep. Guys, Zoro. Ooh, okay, now he's looking like a Dalmatian dog a bit. Okay, then we got Yusuke. This is Persona. Okay, we don't have the alternate colors for him. At least not yet. Okay, Makoto. Got Johanna. Futaba, baby. Got the Persona. There's that. But that is really great artwork. That looks really nice. Okay, Haru. Okay, Tarot card and Alter Elephant. Okay, white and black works for her. White and black works. That's pretty nice. Very nice. And then Goro is okay. Notably, a piece of Goro Kechi's artwork was previously released and subsequently removed 4 years ago for the mobile app Persona OA. Don't know what Persona OA was, but the artwork is pretty good. Okay, got a black, silver, well, white, gold, black, and red. Okay, that's not red, blue. Then some other miscellaneous character art. So okay, so NPCs. Yeah, we've seen him at least in the first trailers. I'm guessing these are the same characters, perhaps. Well, no, maybe, could be. Don't really know because it's still new. Okay, really weird bear. Hello, teacher. We seen you in the trailer. Hello, you. You look familiar. Hello, you. Okay. Why is Sophia here? Okay, Sophia's in the game somewhere. And then we have some palace arts. Okay. It's a little bit small for people watching. But that is interesting. Looks like a collector of figures, I guess. That looks interesting. Oh, that is menacing. Okay, it's like really like kind of like there's like a plane, and then there's just like this one area that's just like climbing up to like this middle like red orb. Oh, that's ooh. And now this just looks like the Lazarus pit from Arkham City. Like that's creepy, and also cool at the same time. Kind of like Frankenstein probably inspired. Oh, okay. Like this isn't bad. Like reminds me like that artwork of like the stairs that basically is like basically infinite. Like it's a triangle shape kind of like thing. Where you can just like, oh, I'm climbing upstairs normally, oh, but now I'm standing on the wall, something like that. That looks like that to me. But like, oh, we can also see Joker and Morgana here. Okay, well, let me see if we can see. Well, okay, there are 3 people in the middle down there, but can't really tell who it is with that one or that one, so can't really tell. Okay, so some screenshots from the game. This is honestly, the Kamoshida inspired demon. And we have Joker here. And has timed, something is being timed. Okay, King Frost, and this is, oh man, from the Mafia guys, palace from P5. Okay, here we can make food, I guess, or order some food. Okay, we got battle. Oh, we got something called trick here. That is something new. But we got a sword, gun is back. Okay, but trick is something else. We don't know what that is. But you can also see the turn order here, so you can see at least up to 4 characters. Well, 3 characters if you're not including, the main character. He's currently going now, but up to 3 characters into advance at the moment. Okay, got some sort of skill tree here. Well, why the screenshot so bad? I'm guessing maybe he's just like so avoids, like, oh, please take this down or something like that. So they don't get in trouble. But I'm guessing this is the baton pass. Because he's got the one more, so switching over to another character so it can do more damage. I think that's probably it. And we got some boosting of something. don't know what this is, but okay. It could be actually. It actually looks like the cups, like the cups that refill magic in like Persona 3 and 4. So that could be it. This could be the two of cups. Okay, we got another. We got highlight. Not sure what that means, but this is gonna be something pretty important, I guess. And like this something you gotta tap. That's probably an all-out attack, maybe. Oh, and then here we have Merope and preferences for something. Okay, here we have the all-out text screen. Okay, that's good. And this is the hangout, I guess. The calm the room where oh hey the safe room. This is the safe room. Okay. Okay, here we have Luffy here doing something. There's a number on the bottom right here. No idea what any of it says. I don't speak. I'm not sure if this is Chinese or Japanese. I'm not sure. But oh, we have this looks like the level ups, the rank up screen for Merope. So rank 9. I really wonder if this is like very early on into the game or not. Okay. Oh, we have challenge battles back. Okay. And oh, we're back in Shibuya, I guessing, but like it's all red and like there's like a red ring like from the ring, but it's red. But yeah, we're getting near the end here, and Persona new artwork of Persona series. But this is what I saw from Reddit, like I think it was the day of. A couple of Personas and some of the demons have been censored. So yeah, so Succubus and Incubus have been censored with new designs and pink shadows. So, and if you guys seen this video, oh yeah, bugs here. They took out the zipper that shows all the skulls in there, so he just looks like a regular teddy bear. I really hope that, you know, if this is getting Western release, they keep the original design, or at least, you know, they have a version that is, you know, the original design, you know, and that's not censored. That sucks. That Hellbiker, his skull completely changed because in China, like, you can't show, you can't have skulls, like actual skulls on, things. Okay, so there's that. Friggin' Incubus, they don't show his junk, and they added pants on him. Why? That just really sucks. Just continue on through here, seeing King Frost. We see the Sisters of Fate, Koryu. There's that. Let's see here. Yeah, the other Gabriel, Raphael, Michael, Norn, Oberon there, Oni, Commander, Pazuzu, Pixie. Yep. So yeah. Lamia. She's supposed to be topless. Hey, put a top on her. Nah. Then Lilum just added like these long pants onto her, like, and I believe the jacket underneath her. They added that. And there's like, oh yeah, Succubus they just put on, cover all her skin. That's just no. I really hope if this does get Western release, just restore the artwork back to the way it was. Then a whole bunch of the demons icons are there. This portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/cavepodcast. With as low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/cavepodcast. And now back to the show. Okay, so one of the last things related to P5X is we're gonna be talking about for the moment is we're gonna be talking about the feedback from the beta test. So going into here, following the completion of the 3-day beta test for P5X, the producer on behalf of the developer Black Wings Game Studio has released a blog post from the players and how developers plan to address it. So, the test qualifications. The initial plan was to give players a taste of P5X as early as possible, to try out ideas and receive feedback. In order to ensure a stable game experience for the players, the test was a small scale within a limited amount of time. As a result, they underestimated the high demand for the test, with applications far outstretching the planned number of available spaces. For the next test, there will be more places available for old and new players, and they apologize for the oversight. Okay. Problems in using resources from the original game. In order to ensure P5X's legitimacy as an official licensed P5 IP mobile game, iOS and Sega has granted a lot of freedom with using resources. However, because there is a significant difference between P5X's and the original P5's development engine process, the developers could not apply resources to anything but the audio materials for the development P5X. Okay, so basically, I'm guessing they're gonna have to remake a lot of the assets so it can fit the mobile setting. Though many of the current build are still unrefined, they will continue to optimize and improve its overall quality while adding more new elements and design to satisfy all players in the future. They will also be careful with ensuring all sound effects and music match the context. So with the plot, player feedback and on the plot included abrupt development, fast pacing, and weak characterization, among other things. The producer acknowledges that these are significant problems with the current script. Additionally, more key plots are currently reflected in the 2D and 3D animation, most of which are still in development and therefore will not fully present to the players in the infiltration test. Resulting in the plot feeling fragmented. Alice Kazuhisa Wada and the original development team attach a lot of importance to the game script. With their supervision, they hope to provide players with a more exciting narrative. Okay, so yeah, this is a test for the game, so obviously there's not gonna be a whole lot of straightforward storytelling stuff. So of course there's gonna be some confusion and stuff like that. So yeah. So voice acting, there's gonna be something. The producer not acknowledges that the voice acting is an integral part of the character building. In order to make character voice fit the setting, the development team and the original Alice team carefully developed a casting plan for most of the characters in P5X, with both teams working together to supervise the dubbing process and direct the voice actors in the performance. And at the moment, there might be doubts about some of the voice acting in the game, but as the game content is gradually developed and characters are fleshed out, they believe that players will be able to appreciate the charm of each character's voice. In addition to Japanese, other language dubbings will be available for players to choose. Chinese dubbing is already being prepared, with follow-up information planned in the future. Okay, so they are intending to, at least from this, hey, we're gonna be dubbing in multiple languages, so hopefully there will be a Western release of this. So with the mobile game design, adapting a well-known console game into mobile game is a both fortunate and stressful opportunity for a team. Every member of the studio is a fan of the original Persona series, and most importantly, the development guideline to replicate the original game style. Even so, mobile games elements cannot be avoided. The recent infiltration test is only the team's latest design plan. They will listen to your feedback and try a solution that will satisfy both old and new fans. trying to care, uh, uh, try to care for everyone. It's just like it's gonna be difficult. Not gonna lie. So, feature optimization plans. Although the infiltration test received an initial approval from some players, the team is also aware that there are many aspects to be optimized and bugs in this version. Presently, the team is focused on reviewing the opinions of various players based on their first exposure from the test. After an overview is completed, the team will have discussions with the supervisors and come up with a final optimization plan. At that point, a plan will be relayed to the players. Producer asks for players to wait patiently. Simultaneously, as the production of new content is imminent, the team will preserve their current development policy and continue fine-tuning to prepare higher quality versions of that content. The producer requests that players continue to pay attention to official information regarding this. Yeah, so obviously, bugs are gonna be in the game. You never know where you might find somebody slip through the cracks. So they're gonna have to be careful. So after once everything's said and done, they're gonna tell us. And the other thing, the producer would like to briefly explain that regarding data mining that occurred on March 28th, that contained a lot of previous development materials that were either waste, temporary materials, or reference materials. And he asks that players please refer to the official external materials and versions. He says that the team will do good of material management and encryption work moving forward. Apologize for the trouble caused the non-version content. Okay, so yeah, just like, hey, don't look at the data mine stuff. Sometimes yeah, it might not be real. Just pay no mind to that. But there's a whole lot of data really on the well, it was previously sad, but the whole personas some being censored, that kind of sucks. And seeing the icons on for a bunch of demons and whatnot. So I'm guessing that's kind of stuff they're talking about. And also like the palace arts, I'm guessing that's also some of the things with the other character arts. So yeah, they're mainly talking about those kind of things. So they don't want you like, hey, please don't look at the other stuff that's just like there that we didn't take out, please. So some other things I do want to talk about, regarding with P5X before we switch over to it's still Persona, but not Persona 5X related. But so with people are wondering, oh hey, when does P5X take place? Seems like the P5 crew are still in here as well with the new team here. So some people have found out, while playing this beta test, and I think also data mining, that there's a movie poster saying the year 2026. So that means that literally P5X is taking place in 2026. But we see the characters, the P5 team here, they're still young and whatnot. So according to, I don't remember where I found it. I should like say this, but I believe saw someone say that like what we're seeing of the original P5 crew, they're like it's like not like a metamorphized version of their selves, like they only exist like within like the pals versions of of the world. So outside of it, they don't exist. They're like older and whatnot, but in this world, like in the pals and whatnot, they're still like their young self. And like there's like footage of, you see Shinji we see LeBlanc, and we don't see we see our old man there. It's just like, oh, and it's just like a different person, which I I think the person I saw, that it was this lady right here who was taking care of LeBlanc. So I'm guessing that Sojio, that was his name. He came back to me. Sojio either gave up LeBlanc, or she's a new person in charge, or something along the lines of that. But yeah, Sojio is not in charge of LeBlanc anymore. So yeah, there's that. So things are, time is advancing. Time is advancing, and I can't believe we are getting close to like the 10th anniversary of like we're 3 years away of like the 10th anniversary of P5's original release date. So so it would be 10 years later. Holy cow, I can't believe it. Like 2016 is when it was released in Japan, so oh oh oh, like we also have no word on Persona 6 yet. Where's Persona 6, Atlas? You're making P5X, bitch. Like, I know people are making that like kind of like, but do they also realize that this is not being made in house? This is outsourced. So let me just grab some water because I've been talking like for the last hour and nothing. So yeah, this is really interesting, information, to come out, of within the last like 2 weeks. So okay, so let's move on to something Persona related, but not really Persona related, and it could be kind of bad. So, talking about the Persona team expresses an interest in implementation of AI generated art in development. Yeah, this is not that good. I'm not gonna lie. So, earlier this month, Sega Asia conducted an interview with the Persona series creative director and producer Kazuhisa Wada. The interview was focused on port development and the future of the franchise. The Facebook account, the Alice Asia account, has recently released additional snippets that was not included in the original interview, including Wada's hobbies and interests. Wada talks about cycling being primary hobby, but gives some insights into the P Studio's observation regarding AI generated artwork and how it could apply in game development. So, recent hobbies and interests. It's not something that I started recently, but I still cycle pretty often. I sometimes used to bike from my house to work and back, which is a 100-kilometer round trip. And this season, in winter, making campfires is pretty fun. I like to go camping sites to build campfires and cook delicious foods. As for what I'm interested in, the process of AI has been quite intriguing. I think the technology behind AI illustrations will be very useful in the future. For example, when coming up with rough ideas, and AI can continuously output one idea after another. Sometimes that a single artist might struggle with. So I think an early concept and information idea formation, and so I think that for early concept and idea formation, we could use AI right away. Our art team has been thinking about wanting to implement AI. With the advent of AI generated art, the Persona team has shown interest in implementing its technologies for at least rough ideas and concept work at a faster rate when it comes to their projects. So, with my with my 2 cents on AI, I feel like it could be useful. It could be useful if you're using your own work. Like, if you feed this AI your own work, like if you have your years amount of artwork and whatnot, and you use it for your own purposes, like for your own concept and whatnot, I think that might be alright. You're using your own work as the base of it, and it's making some artwork for like for stuff that you might not have came up with yourself. But if you're using AI and it's using like other people's work and then just saying like, oh yes, I made this, like that's something I'm not fan of, you know? Like that just feels wrong, just like seeing like, oh yes, this art which is looks like somebody else's art and now I'm claiming it as my own. No, I don't think that should be the case. No. But if it's using like Shijinoi's artwork and just like, okay, create, artwork with all the data of Shijinoi's Sojima, artwork in mind, because and it's, with the, approval of, his, of his, of his agreement, whatnot. Like, I think like that is all right, but like, don't like fully use it. Just like, yes, everyone else can use it too. Like, yeah, that's just that's something that's just not really for me to like really put in, because I'm not an artist myself. I can only say what I've just seen around. But I do know some artist friends, but just like as for myself, who's not an artist, I can't really say much on it. So just jumping from this, another Persona related news. We got the Persona Super Live 2022 Blu-ray CD livestream announced for April 9th with, quote, exciting news tease. And I am not getting excited for this. Like, after all that what happened with like last year, so sorry about that. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't expect something good to come out of this. And I mean, exciting could be, what could be exciting for Japan. Oh hey, I mean, they could announce, oh hey, it's getting a Western release. I mean, that could be the exciting thing, but this excitement could mainly just be for Japan. We have no idea. But let's just continue on here. And, Alright, so in January, the Blu-ray and CD set release of Persona Super Live P Sound Wish 2022 Crossing Journeys concert was announced for May 24th, 2023. The concert celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Persona series, which originally took place October 8th and October 9th at the Makuhari Messe venue in Japan. Not gonna lie, I didn't take actually a close look at this picture, which is I do like, seeing Yoshizawa, Yusuke, the twins, and Joker here. That's pretty cool. Today, Atlas has announced that a live stream that will take place on April 9th, 2023 at I believe that's 8 p.m. Japan time, to present details and information concerning the concert or home release. Further detail about this live stream will be announced next week, which is basically this week in terms of recording. Additionally, Alice teases that there might be some exciting news and asks fans to check it out. That's the thing. Just like, what will be exciting about this? Like, could they might put in a teaser of what's gonna happen next within like this whole the Blu-ray CD release of it. It could be that, but we don't know. It's just I don't want to get my hopes up. Like, the entire 25th anniversary was really a letdown for majority of the fan base. Just like, sorry for the interruption, guys. It's just things are happening around the house and people need some help. But yeah, just the likeliness of this being something major, like being part of like game releasing, I highly doubt that it's gonna be something like that. So with the Blu-ray release, the home release will consist of 2 discs. Disc 1 of the recorded October 8th, and disc 2 from October 9th. The Blu-ray sports multi-angle specification, allowing viewers to switch to different angles of the performance from fixed cameras. And that costs, that is over like $130, $120. Why is it that expensive for that? Well, like, oh hey, look, the CD release. It has it's 4 discs from the first day's performance on disc 1 and 2, with the second day on 3 and 4. The bonus track from Kenichi Tsuchika, which uses as background music after the performance of day 2, and costs about less than like $45. Like, how is this possible? Like, this is like more than twice the amount of this. Just like that is wild. Like even Western like Blu-rays release, that's like it's usually like $30 at probably for just like a Blu-ray release. I'm like, this is 100 something. Gosh. Then there's a limited edition release, which has the two regular Blu-rays with limited edition bonus Blu-ray with the making of and rehearsal of backstage footage, narration for the characters, 100-page booklet with postcards and stickers, and that is over $200. Holy cow. 24,800 yen, excluding tax. And people calling me again. I'll be right back. Again, sorry about the interruptions, but this is probably like cut out to like probably it was like about half an hour or something. Yeah, back to where we were. Limited edition, over $200. That how much of that's is that how much for like just a Blu-ray, something like that? Well, it's also coming with a booklet, but it's a booklet, not actual book. So, and the overview. It's, the first major concert was 3 years since the 2019 one, and that was held in Ryogoku, Kokugikan. So yeah. So first day was mainly P5 with P3 with day 2 with Strikers and Persona 4. So yeah, don't really expect the announcement to be very much exciting. I think it'll just be something that'll just involve the concert itself. So I think probably the last thing we will talk about for this new segment, it's gonna be the 30th anniversary event, new artwork and merchandise with concert details. So yes, this year is the 30th anniversary. A lot of people were wondering, what will Alice be doing for the 30th anniversary? Well, it was technically like the end of last year, I believe, but also P5 was the Persona 25th anniversary was going on. So yeah, that was a whole mess in itself. But yeah, just gonna take a little drink. All right. So earlier this month, it was announced that a special event would be held on May 2023 to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Shin Megami Tensei series. It will take place at the KT Zep Yokohama, operated by Koei Tecmo Games, on May 5th and 6th. New information has been released, including merchandise with newly drawn art by Alice Masayuki Doi, and additional details about the event. So, got VIP tickets. So you get a new illustrated acrylic board by Doi. Got a special acrylic keychain. Got a special card, VIP version with 0 number, after stage available to VIP guests after the concert. So this is the new art, which looks pretty good. That is, again, SMT, like the main SMT is very scary. I don't even know what demon this is. But I recognize you, I recognize you, I don't recognize you. You look kind of familiar, but obviously Lucifer is in the back there. Yep. Then there's a special card which I wish, I could just buy myself. So it's a 30th anniversary on the front. This is the back, and put your name on there. And there's the keychain. And then the SC ticket special card. Yeah, I think I like the VIP one a bit more. Well, I think that's the VIP one. Well, either way, the gold one's alright. Then we have the Emma for day 1, and then there's day 2. And we have the common benefits. So I'm guessing what these are fans, maybe, perhaps. So some of the songs that will be performed during the concert has been released. The concert will have songs from the 6 mainline titles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, for Apocalypse, and 5. So the main 6. So could we get announcement about what a port of SMT5 to like PS4, PS5? That's been up in the air ever since it was data mined. SMT3 on Xbox, that's something. P4A, not P4, SMT4 and 4A getting ports, perhaps. No idea about it, but just it could be anything. Could be anything. Oh. Hit the mic. So day 1, we have a title loop, an old battle from SMT3. Got the battle from SMT1, Battle C5 with its live debut from SMT4. Battle Humans, Demons, and this is live debut from SMT5. Oh no, that's his live debut. Then we have the SMT5 main theme, which is live. That the mid boss theme from SMT2, and then the Battle F6 God Killer from SMT4. So yep, they do have all six games there. Additionally, there will be more than 30 popular songs from the 6 mainline games played on each day. There will also be mini events like Megaton Quiz held live on stage. And the exhibition area, I think it's exhibition, yeah. It will be special exhibition area held where visitors will be able to immerse themselves in the world of SMT series. The exhibition will showcase concept illustration, original drawings, settings, and planning materials, and etc. These will be included prizes, development materials, some of which have never been released before. So this is from SMT4. Then we got SMT5 main pro tag. Then we got SMT2, 1 and 2. And then we got some more storyboards with art. There's that. That's pretty interesting. These are, be giving out. I'm pretty sure these are, obviously copies, proposals, and setting materials. Text has shaped the game's world, such as SMT proposals and setting materials for the initial titles in the series. And new merchandise that'll be up on sale. So these are keychains going on, which will say a bunch of stuff. Got some SMT5 characters here. SMT4, I believe this is SMT3 here. We got a Dog Die there. And a whole bunch of pentagon shaped emblems, keychains. So this is definitely from SMT3, which is the presser encounter. I totally forgot her name. She's in your comm communicators, like that basically like, oh hey, where do you want to go? Which location? Then got Dogda, then got the turn encounters for SMT5. The first 2 games which I haven't really played. And then got a little notebook, looks like. Or, oh, well, that will hold your keychains. Then got the pro text from the 6 games. Okay, so the acrylic keychains are look back on famous lines from the series. They're set 6 alloy pin badges, which with motifs representing each mainline titles. The key case with boldly printed S30 anniversary logo, set of 6 small plates featuring the main characters. And then official goods for pre-orders. So the official merchandise from Alice D Shop, like silicone mold, Decorabia cushions, and smartphone straps will be up for pre-order at the event venue. All right, so like there's a giant puzzle like frame of like some SMT3 art. Again, Decorabia cushion, keychain. Looks like an silicone ice tray. And look like a fanny bag. So yeah, a lot of stuff from SMT3 and well, in the series in general, which is pretty good. I like that. Pretty good. If there's any other things that we could address regarding news and whatnot that's somewhat important, I guess we can cover this one, I guess, small thing. So yeah. So apparently, there's a favorite Persona games poll, for Japanese fans. So over 1,300 responses in top 13. So 13, while only 1 vote is Arena, with Arena Ultimax getting 2 votes. And there's tied with 9th place is P4 Dancing and P3 Dancing. So they both got 3 votes. Then third three-way tie for 9th place is all the dancing games. And then 8th place got PQ2 with 9 votes. 7th place is PQ1 with 11. Okay, P5 Strikers with 41 votes. Okay, P1 with 50 votes. P2 Instant Internal Punishment with 85 votes. And then P4 with 304. Second place is P5 with 401. And first place is P3 with 428 votes. Holy cow. What comes from the voters has a general statement is that I think it was P3 that established Persona as a series. Yeah, pretty much it's what the set like hey, this is the stable of the series from here on. So that is very, I think obvious, interesting, whichever the two. So yeah, P3 took a little bit over 30% of the votes. So that is that's, I think that's kind of good. But at least the P1 P2 took still in the top 5. That at least that's good. But I do wish see P1 P2 getting that remastered treatment. And I'm I see people say, oh, P1 and P2 doesn't need a remaster, you have the PSP versions. And like, compared to today's gameplay standards, yeah, no, it's not that good, not gonna lie. But yeah, good to see AP3 is up there, and it's not that close to the vote, like 27 votes between P5 and P3, so that's still a lot. And then just under 100 votes from P5 to P4. So yeah, that's a kind of large range from first to second, third. But yeah, that I think covering the news and all that stuff, that is pretty. There's a lot of news just like within the last 2 weeks or so. from again Persona Central, please check them out. They posted the good stuff, But yeah, the last 2 weeks have been full of just major news, especially with the P5X going on. And sometime this week, or I believe it should be next week, we're gonna be hearing whether the news is gonna be about that about the Super Live concert. That's I don't think it's gonna be that big of a thing. I don't. I'm just keeping real. Just it's not gonna be that big. But tell me what you guys think about the what you guys think the news might be from the concert event that's gonna be happening. If you guys think we're gonna be getting some new games or releases from the SMT30 concert, whatnot. And oh yeah, I think it was also within the last past 2 weeks that there's going to be a Western release of, well, not a Western release, but there's going to be a concert in Anime Expo for SMT, where they're going to have oh, it's a little bit more than the past 2 weeks, but yeah, the third anniversary concert for Anime Expo, which I kind of wish wasn't just exclusive to Anime Expo, but can't really do much. But yeah, will they announce something there? Who knows? But yeah, I think despite the interruptions that's been happening within just this first episode, I think this is a pretty good one. I do hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast of covering the news within the last 2 weeks. I think be good to place it here, but if there's no news at all, there's just a little stuff, we're also gonna be doing some more stuff, because you can't just have like a 30-minute podcast. Nah, we got more stuff to come, so please stay tuned for whatever is coming. And if you guys are a support on Patreon, this is the point where the Patreon who if you support me on Patreon at a certain tier, your name will be coming through on the screen right now. So if you guys have supported me, thank you guys so much. But until next time, thank you for being a guest of the Cathedral Velvet podcast, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.